What's up, fellow Airsofters? My name is Rhodes, and this is my new battle toy. This is the new VFC M4 Custom Series by Magnifier Company. It does have its own serial number, of course, on it, and I added a few customizations to it. So it came with a regular crane stock. I decided to go ahead and change that out and put myself on a PTS MOE Stock Magpul. It's also got the interlock as well, so I don't have to worry about it moving anywhere while I'm in the field. Going up ahead, the sling mount already came with it. This obviously didn't, my sling adapter, but the actual sling adapter or sling mount for the VFC already came pre-installed. And I have to say, probably really nice. It is ambidextrous, so you can change it however you want. I unfortunately shoot with my right hand, so that stays there. Next thing that I put on there, of course, is going to be my Magpul flip-up front sight. The actual barrel sight is the original barrel sight by VFC, but this is my Magpul flip-up sight. The next thing that we have on there, of course, is my EoTech Magnifier, 3x Magnifier. Just got that guy in. My next hope, of course, is to get the holographic sight in tan to go along with it, to kind of go with the whole tan scheme going on. Next, we have a couple of rail protectors here, and they're also in tan. Now, the front rail obviously is open for attachments, which will come in hopefully very soon. The next thing on the other side right now is a PEQ box. This is not a battery box. This is actually a real working PEQ. For instance, if I turn the light on real quick here, you'll see it does have a bright light. If I take off my thing here real quick, you'll also see that it goes through an additional lightage. You have your right now you have your red time scope, or your red dot. Then you have your blue dot. And then you have your, this is right now is infrared. Can't really see it, we're not really wearing night vision goggles. But then we also have blue, and of course if we go back, that turns it all the way off. I keep it on flashlight just because if I ever need to use it, I can. Cover that guy back up. So great PEQ box, and this is actually made by Element, so if you want to check them out, you can. Last but not least is my mock silencer. It says the Special Forces silencer, and this is actually just a barrel extension for my weapon. There's no obviously silence power at all. Now inside, let's talk a little about the internals of this gun. It does have a version 2 gearbox, high rate of fire, most definitely, has a high torque motor in it. And it's also really great because it's almost like the real thing. When you feel this, it is basically almost all metal. The front all the way down to the lower receiver and the top receiver are metal. Now this is like poly plastic. It's a harder type plastic, but it is, the whole thing is almost all metal actually. So it's actually a really great performance with VFC. Now, my really fun favorite part about this weapon is, like I said, it is lifelike, is the fact that it has the bolt catch. So when you pull back on the weapon here, and I'll show you real quick. So when you pull back on your charging handle and you let it go, it stays. It's still got the bolt where you have to release the bolt because it is a pressure. Let me put it back here, and I'm going to hit the bolt release, and you'll see that the front will continue to go in, and it will be able to, shoot just like the real thing. Now, the reason why this is because the hop up here is very easy and accessible to get to. You don't have to worry about holding down your charging handle, because I'm not holding it down, to get into your hop up. But once I press the bolt release, let's see here. There we go. It's kind of hard to hold the weapon because it's a little bit heavier now that I've added a couple things to it, and also my cell phone in order to take this video. But hold the bolt release, and it flaps in. Awesome. Does have the semi-fire and automatic modes, of course, just like any other M4 that's out on the market. There's one thing that I have not installed yet, but I am going to, which I highly recommend anybody, and this is basically the selector switch in order to go from burst to semi to automatic. It regulates your battery, so the charge goes in from here into your motor, and it regulates what the charge is. So this is actually really cool. This is called the Burst Wizard. So if you guys are looking at getting something, I picked this up from Airsoft GI, and it was very inexpensive, but it's also worth it. I have not installed this yet, but that is my next thing to do on the to-do list. So as far as rate of fire goes, if I go ahead and shoot off the semi, very nice, and then we'll switch it to full auto. Very high rate of fire, and I'm going to put it back to safe, so I'm not worried about shooting it anymore. So very high rate of fire, very dependable. I've already shot it. I did put a custom 6.0 Angel barrel into it, the Angel SUS 304, and this one is the 470 millimeter 6.01 tight bore barrel, stainless steel. So so far the barrel actually comes out to the end. You can see it right here. If I pick her up and put in some light, you'll see that the barrel barely comes out to the end, and that's exactly how I want it to be. So, as far as this weapon goes, I haven't really been able to shoot in the daylight. I just received it not too long ago, and it's nighttime right now. But of course, I will be doing another review on actually shooting this thing out in the field, and you probably will end up seeing me use this guy in my next video, of course, with us playing some Airsoft. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you want to pick yourself up one of these, you can get it at evike.com, evike.com, or Airsoft GI. Both of them have them on sale right now for $350, how much they cost. All the upgrades, of course, are rails, and the EoTech and the MOS Stock are obviously additional. So you can go ahead and calculate those. The same place, get them from Evike, Airsoft GI, Red Wolf Airsoft, and so on and so forth. Airsoft Atlanta as well. That's where I got the silencer. So, anyway, look forward to seeing you guys later. As always, stay frosty and be safe. Rhodes out.